back again on the Yong Tu Kukyu channel. Good news! Xiao Zhan has been declared cured. The doctor has announced that he can go home. Hi Cookers! How are you today? We hope you are all healthy and happy. This time, Yong Tu Kukyu is back with news that all Xiao Zhan fans have been eagerly awaiting. Yes, after a long struggle, Xiao Zhan has finally been declared recovered by the doctor and has been allowed to go home from the hospital. This news is certainly a breath of fresh air for everyone who has been praying for his recovery. However, behind his first smile after leaving the hospital, there is something that has touched the hearts of his fans. There is someone who has quietly and faithfully waited, accompanied, and been a source of strength for Xiao Zhan during his most difficult times. Who else but Wang Yibo? His presence, without saying much, is a clear testament to the unbreakable bond between them. Their journey so far has always been fascinating to follow. From the moment Xiao Zhan suddenly had to undergo treatment, to the sincere prayers of fans who never stopped pleading for his recovery. But amidst all that, there was one thing that might have gone unnoticed by many: how Wang Yibo remained by his side without any expectations, without any pretense, simply with genuine loyalty. When Xiao Zhan finally left the hospital, who was the first to greet him? Yes, Wang Yibo. The moment was simple yet meaningful. No need for excessive words, no need for dramatic gestures. Just a hug, a glance, and a smile that spoke volumes. Is this just friendship? Or is there something deeper than that? True love doesn't always need acknowledgement. It doesn't need to be flaunted or shown off. It just needs to be felt. And what happened between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo seems to illustrate that perfectly. They never openly talked about their relationship, but every gesture, every glance, every presence of each other seemed to speak louder than words. Perhaps this is what makes their relationship so special in the eyes of fans. Not because they always appear affectionate in front of the camera, but precisely because they choose to keep everything simple. They don't need validation from anyone to prove that their bond is real. And that's where the beauty lies. You must remember how Wang Yibo continued his activities while Xiao Zhan was hospitalized. He never used it as a publicity stunt. He just kept working, kept creating, but behind the scenes, he kept praying for and supporting his friend. That's what makes many people even more convinced that their friendship isn't just for show. What about Xiao Zhan himself? After being declared recovered, he seemed more at peace, more grateful, and more appreciative of every moment of his life. And during such times, Wang Yibo's presence clearly became one of the things that gave him strength. Because in a world that can sometimes feel so harsh, having someone who is always there unconditionally is an invaluable blessing. So, what is really going on between them? Is it just a very close friendship? Or is there a deeper feeling they haven't revealed? Yong Tu Kukyu won't provide a definitive answer, because ultimately only they know the truth. But one thing is certain. Their relationship is proof that love, in any form, doesn't always need to be spoken. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. Well, Cookers, how do you feel after hearing this news? Do you also feel the same tingle every time you see their moments? Or maybe you have your own theory about Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's relationship? Don't forget to write in the comment section, because Yong Tu Kukyu is always curious about your opinions. When Xiao Zhan first entered the hospital, the world seemed to pause for his fans. Many were worried. Many flooded social media with prayers and support. But amidst all the commotion, there was one person who chose to remain silent: Wang Yibo. Silence doesn't mean indifference. It's the loudest form of expression. Have you ever noticed how Wang Yibo always maintains the right distance? Not too far to seem indifferent, but also not too close to seem forced. That is the art of a mature relationship. They don't need to show everything to the public, because what matters most is what they feel, not what others see. There was an unforgettable moment when Wang Yibo was seen quietly visiting the hospital. He didn't come with fanfare, nor with cameras following him. He came as Wang Yibo, not as a celebrity, but as someone who meant a lot to Xiao Zhan. And in a world full of image building, such honesty is rare. Xiao Zhan himself once said in an interview that he deeply appreciates those who stay by his side when he falls. And we all know that one of those people is Wang Yibo. Their friendship isn't an instant connection built for the cameras, but a bond tested by time and circumstances. You might be wondering, why don't they ever openly discuss their relationship? The answer is simple, because not everything needs to be aired out. In an era where everything is on display, choosing to maintain privacy is an act of courage. And that's what makes their relationship so special. Have you ever felt that sometimes just having someone around is enough to calm your heart? That's what Xiao Zhan might feel every time Wang Yibo is near him. No need for many words, no need for many gestures. Just being there is more than enough. Behind the scenes, away from the camera's spotlight, they are two ordinary people who support each other. Wang Yibo may never post photos of the two of them on social media, but every time he talks about Xiao Zhan, his eyes always sparkle. And that can't be faked. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo teach us that true love and friendship don't need public recognition. They don't need to prove anything to anyone, because what matters most is how they strengthen each other in silence. For fans who have followed their journey from the beginning, every small moment between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo is a precious story. From meaningful glances to smiles that only the two of them understand the meaning of. In a world full of drama and image building, their presence is like a refreshing oasis. They remind us that not everything needs to be put on display, that there is beauty in simplicity and silence. So, is their relationship more than just friendship? Maybe yes, maybe no. But one thing is certain, whatever it is something genuine. And in a world that is sometimes filled with falseness, genuineness is the most valuable thing. Well, Cookers, that's a little story about Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo. What do you think? Do you feel the same way? Don't forget to leave a comment and share this video so more people can be inspired by their story. See you in the next video, and don't forget, true love doesn't need words, it just needs presence. Bye, Cookers.